Hello everyone, my name is UltimoFive and today we are going to talk about the Kuva Brakk, the Buckshot Wonder. This build does a massive amount of damage to single targets and easily nukes small crowds up to level 100 and can even kill off level 135 Xmas enemies of each faction in about 1 to 5 shots. The Kuva Brakk is obtained from either vanquishing a Kuva Lich or trading from another player a Kuva Lich that they already conquered. The Kuva Brakk has a mastery rank requirement of 13. The weapon has a max rank of 40. In order to obtain this level, the player must forma the weapon at least 5 times. Due to this feature, the player gains an additional 4,000 mastery points, but the builds in this guide only require 3 forma unless a Riven mod is introduced. This weapon excels against single target enemies and can handle small crowds of enemies. Large crowds of enemies aren't recommended, but with a tanky frame, large crowds can be handled. With this weapon, you get the option of having a bonus Kuva Element, which caps at 60% based on the progenitor Warframe you use to spawn the Kuva Lich. My recommended Kuva Element would be Toxin. Toxin is incorporated in my Corpus Build for the weapon, but Toxin deals 50% of the base damage as Toxin damage per second for 6 seconds and bypasses shields. Here are the advantages for the Kuva Brakk. It has very high critical chance, very fast reload speed, and an innate 0.5 meter punch through. Disadvantages for the weapon are that it has low puncture and slash damage, has linear damage fall off from 100% to 4% from 10 meters to 20 meters, and a wide pellet spread making the weapon inefficient beyond medium range. Let's go over the Corpus build first. Due to having a Kuva element of Toxin, the build against Corpus is weakened with damage, but is still powerful. Magnetic amplifies damage dealt to shields, while Toxin deals 50% damage to flesh per second for 6 seconds. Magnetic mixed with Toxin helps mainly against the human enemies of the Corpus, while taking a mild hit at killing efficiency of robotic enemies. Due to having a Kuva element of Toxin, the build against Corruption will be Viral and Heat. Viral amplifies damage dealt to health, while Heat causes the target to panic and strips up to 50% armor. Viral mixed with Heat helps against mainly Corrupted, Grineer, and Infested, while taking a hit at killing efficiency of Corrupted, Shielded, and Robotic enemies. Due to having a Kuva element of Toxin, the build against Infested will be Corrosive and Heat. Corrosive reduces armor of Fossilized Infested, while Heat just annihilates Flesh Infested. The Infested on Deimos are neutral, however. Due to having a Kuva element of Toxin, the build against Grineer will be Viral and Heat. Viral amplifies damage against health, while Heat strips up to 50% armor. Against the heavily armored enemies, we are using the gun's innate puncture damage to help alongside the Heat. Convulsion is to be in place of Jolt. Deep Freeze to be in place of Frostbite. Pathogen Rounds to be in place of Pistol Pestilence. Pistol Gambit, Target Cracker, and Heated Charge are to be replaced with their prime counterparts if you do not have them. Make sure to at least have 17.8% status chance on this weapon. Do not go lower. Since this weapon is a shotgun, the status chance goes base per pellet. With this build, you have 28 pellets per shot, which practically means you are guaranteed a status proc every shot. Magnum Force. So I discussed this in my last video, and let me say it again, stop using Magnum Force. It's garbage and does not help, especially considering this is a sidearm shotgun. Hollow Point. You only get 1.2 times more of a critical multiplier, which is worthless considering that if you took out anything you would lose serious amounts of DPS. Damage. Rhino's Roar adds a pretty nice damage bonus. Banshee's Sonar gives a huge damage multiplier. Critical chance. Harrow's Covenant can add up to 50% critical chance and up to 200% crit chance on headshots. Adarza Kavat with Cat's Eye can give weapons a 60% boost, and Smita Kavat with Charm can give a 200% crit chance, giving guaranteed orange critical hits. Arcane Avenger. Upon getting hit, 21% chance for 45% critical chance for 12 seconds. Arcane Awakening. On reload, 60% chance for 150% damage to pistols for 24 seconds. Arcane Precision. On headshot, 100% chance for 300% damage to pistols for 18 seconds. Hope you guys liked my guide. If you did, make sure to hit that sub button, like, and maybe even share with friends. It helps me out a lot and I appreciate all the help. The next guide will be on the Arcaplasmor. See you guys on the next guide.